All right, everybody, welcome. We have finally made it to the end of the road. It has been a long and winding road for the last 3 months to get to this point. And I'm glad we just finally got to this point, to be honest, because it has been a lot. But we have made it to the Grand Prix Final, and that means this road will be done, and we'll be beginning the road to Anniversary 5, which will be taking place at Madison Square Garden in New York City. But first, we come back to Des Moines for the Grand Prix Final, and we have finally determined our final four competitors. Sorry, I got something in my throat for a second. But either way, we start off, of course, with the Block A final. Final two competitors in the Block A final, Tetsuya Naito with 14 points, Hiromu Takahashi with 13 points. They will be taking each other on. They took each other on once in the very first week of the Grand Prix. It ended in a draw, so we will have a winner this time. So we'll see which one of these guys can come out on top. There isn't a 20-minute time limit, so one of these guys are going to have to win. And they will be facing the winner of the Block B final, Katsuyori Shibata with 16 points. I think the most points in Grand Prix history. I don't think anyone's hit 16. I think maybe 14 or 15 might be the most so far. But, yeah, let me see. 16 is 5 wins. 5 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. So definitely one of the most successful Grand Prix participants, facing Alex Shelley, who walked away with 13 points. Both these men looking to headline Anniversary for their own distinct reasons. And so yeah, we have our final 4 competitors here. But speaking of, there have been some not so successful competitors in the Grand Prix, and they will be locked inside a cell for the Dead or Alive Cell Scramble. Now, of course, Io Shirai will be missing from this due to not being yet cleared to compete. She'll be cleared to compete in a few days, but she won't be able to be a part of this. But we will have Tomohiro Ishii, who finished with 5 points, Father Kingston, who finished with 6, Sami Sabe, who finished with 7, Johnny Gargano, who finished with 7, Taylor Mulligan, who's actually going to be pulling double duty tonight, as he'll have a TV title match later on, managed to make his way in with 9, and Beretta with 10. That there is a distinct understanding, of course, that we do have 2 other competitors in the television title match. So Taylor Mulligan could realistically end up fired in this match, relinquish the belt, and then we would have Juice versus Pete Dunne for the TV title. But we'll see what ends up happening. Even if he does walk away from this, he will still have a TV title defense to have after this. Then, of course, after that, the Grand Prix final. As we said, one of these 4 competitors will be walking away the Grand Prix champion, and they will be headlining Anniversary 5 for the Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight Championship. And we get to the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team Championship matches. Leva Corp, the Women's Tag Team Champions, taking on Sadistic Tales. This is Sadistic Tales' final shot at the Women's Tag Team titles. If they are not successful tonight, they will not be able to compete for the Women's Tag titles. This will effectively end them as a tag team if they cannot win here. There have been a litany of different... a lot of controversy surrounding the matches that they have been in, but this is finally it. We'll see if they can rise above the controversy and win the women's tag team titles. Then for the Hawkeye Pro Television Championship, the champ pulling double duty tonight after being in the Dead or Alive Cell Scramble. If he survives, he'll be putting on the television title against Juice Robinson. Who he is known for a few weeks that he would be fighting, and then as of just about a week and a half ago, Pete Dunne was inserted into the match to sort of deal into the conflict that Brother Ray and Paul Levesque have been having with one another. So Brother Ray inserted Pete Dunne into the match, and it'll be his first match, I think, in quite a while, since he actually I don't know if he competed in Tokyo, so this might be his first official match since losing the title at Blackout. But we'll see what they can do. 3-way dance rules for the television championship. And, of course, one of the most highly anticipated women's title matches, Dash Chisako, who stole the women's championship after cashing in the women's opportunity trophy on her supposed best friend, Kairi Hojo, betrayed her and joined Oedo Tai and won the women's championship after cashing in. She now has to put that on the line against the friend that she, or at least the woman that she considered a friend, or at least that Kairi had considered a friend. And this will not be your regular catch-as-catch-can match. This is going to be an all-out fight. There's already been attacks and brawls and potential murdering of people. This is definitely not going to be your average women's title match here. And then, of course, the main event for the heavyweight championship, Kushida will be defending the Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight Championship against Tama Tonga. And Tama Tonga kind of snuck his way into this title match after beating Alex Reynolds last month at Festival, and has been using sort of Alex Shelley as a weapon for mind games against Kushida. And Brother Ray, with the full backing of Tama Tonga, Paul Levesque has been kind of getting in Kushida's corner here. So the power struggle between the two commissioners seems like it's going to come to a head here, depending on who walks away with the Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight Championship. And that is Grand Prix Final. There are a couple more matches, of course. I did discuss the High Spirits title match between Nicole Matthews and Hikaru Shida. That'll be taking place on the kickoff show. A fancy way of saying the pre-show. I think there will probably be a couple other matches as well that will happen there as well. We can get along with this. Taking that off studio mode. A lot of things to unpack here. First off, this is the first time we're gonna be. No, actually, we had this last. Yeah, we had this last month, I believe. So, yeah, DirecTV, which is USA, Canada, Mexico, Virgin Media that does British Isles and Europe. J Sports for Japan, and local Australia. I bet you I could probably do a nicer one for Australia now, as far as pay-per-view carriers go. Either way, can't really deal with that anymore. But yeah, Australia doesn't get us much, but they'll be on the big ones everywhere else. But there you go, big time pay-per-view, ready to go. Let me pick this because let's see. Going back to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Holy shit. 42,000. Oh my god, dude. Could we I just want to see like what possible, let's say like 35,000. What possible buildings are there? There's the Metrodome, which doesn't exist anymore. Edward Jones Dome. I guess that does exist. I don't even think it's called Edward Jones. I think it's just called the Dome now. But yeah. I don't think Ishii. Ishii doesn't have a gimmick, but I don't care enough at this point. I thought the I do want to see like what kind of places. Great Lakes. Isn't it like Wrigley Field? Yeah, dude. Holy shit, what if I did this at like Wrigley Field? That'd be dope. But I already booked Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for that. But I do need to think about the idea. The idea of putting on a show at Wrigley Field would be crazy. By the way, there's no way we could book a wrestling show for Wrigley Field in the middle of June. There's just no way we'd be able to do that. There's October maybe, seeing how they've been the last year. But yeah, there's just no way. We could damn near sell out Wrigley Field if we wanted to do that, but I want to at least be somewhat realistic and know that there's no way I could do Wrigley Field or Comerica Park or Miller Park in June. It's just not possible. The Silverdome doesn't even exist anymore. What the fuck? Why are some of these things in here? All right. Let's look at incidents. Hamada gave the locker room a lift when she provided a crate of free drinks. Oh, great. That's great. Second biggest show of the year. Let's get everyone boozed up. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, this is one of our big four, so we're going to motivational speech this. Entire locker room is fired up and buzzing with anticipation. Let's get going. All right. These are Io, Shane, and Tamatonga are negative influences. It's amazing. Akira Tozawa, a locker room leader. Alex Shelley's a locker room leader. Brother Ray's he's certainly leading people into locker rooms, I'll tell you that much. Jericho, Christian are leaders. Yeah, I believe that. Shibata, locker room leader. Oh my god. How many locker room leaders do we have? Mike Kyoto, Suzuki, Shawn Michaels, Nakamura, Naito. Fucking Brother Ray's a locker room leader. Yeah, certainly. Certainly there's this leading some people in there. All right. Let's see. Can I do a War Games before the end of this series? I would say no, but that's because I do Prisoners of War. So when you see the gang warfare in this bitch in the main event scene, when you're talking about that, when you're seeing the gang warfare thing, because that did, oh god, when was it? It was 2019. Was it the holiday special that we did Prisoners of War? Yeah, we did that 4-on-4 Prisoners of War match, which is kind of my version of War Games, but not with 2 rings. It's slightly different. So I thought it because that Prisoners of War came because I wanted to do War Games, but didn't want to just copy War Games. I wanted to do my own thing. So that's where Prisoners of War came from. All right. Get rid of that because it's already in the pre-booking. Matthews and Shida on the pre-show. Let's give them like... let's see. Waiting for the Thunder by Blackberry Smoke. Yeah, I gotta think about that. Well, yeah, I'll have to look that up after this. 81 psych, 83 stamina. Oh my god, if we could get the let's get the storytelling match out of the way in the pre-show, that'd be dope. Can we get away with that? Would that be gaming the system a little too much? I don't know. Let me see here. Matthews. Storytelling. Open match. Go ahead and call it in the ring. Slow build. And do we want decisive? Let me think here. I think her going over her decisively would probably work out pretty well. You know what? I'll do yeah, I'll do a little bit of cheating. So it's not the cleanest. Not the cleanest, but she does get the pin. There you go. Alright, so we got that. Another pre-show match. Let's do teams. Take away that because I'm going to do European Initiative. I'm going to get a match. We'll have them face Team Angle. We'll have a couple of... This is pre-show match right now. 2 teams who kind of need to be up-and-comer, who are kind of up-and-coming guys at this point anyway. Let's have them go like 12 minutes and just go balls to the wall. These are 4 guys who could probably just go balls to the wall for 12 minutes. Ooh, who should get the win? Let's go with Chad Sanderson. So, open match, go all out, decisive win. I don't know what Sanderson does. What is this? I don't know what his moveset looks like, so we'll do Joe Redmond's a bit unhappy. Is he like way better than the others? in the 50s. In the 40s. Oh my God. I mean, they're still in the 40s. Yeah. Jesus Christ, really? That's how big they got in the month or so that I've had him? God damn. Okay, yeah. Well, Redbin can just get the fuck over it. All right, another tag match. We need one of the more other tag teams. Wolves were talking to Los Ingobernables. Let's do that. I want to do Wolves and Los Ingobernables. These guys will get, oh my God, how much time? I've got 24 minutes of pre-show time left. I should just make them go. I should just have them go 22 minutes. Just match. Now we have a show. It really, that'd actually be kind of crazy to just have them go that time. Maybe they should go balls to the wall too. They could probably do it. Yeah, there was a point in time I thought about hiring Enzo because his contract came up, and I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what? I'll just have them go 18 minutes. They won't go slow. Let's do Sonata. Open match and decisive win. All right. Should that be... I'm trying to think. Yeah. That'll go before the High Spirits. That'll go after the High Spirits title. So there's at least a decisive match going into the actual show. Whoops. Pre-show main event. It's the main event, but the pre-show main event. All right. All right. Let me see here. Now the actual show. Hiromu and Naito. Oh my God. 82. 89-96. Holy Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's have them put some time out here. All right. So Block A final, Hiromu versus Naito. Winner goes to the GP final. Hiromu taking the win over Big Bro. Open match. You know what? We'll call this one in the... I think they can call it in the ring, right? Yeah, these guys can call it in the ring. This definitely could be a storytelling match too. We'll do that just that way too. Yeah, storytelling, open match, call it in the ring. We'll slow build it, but he's gonna decisively beat him. It's gonna be a clean win over Naito. All right. I don't think Hiromu needs to be put over that much more, to be completely honest. Hiromu's fucking on fire right now, even compared to Naito. So that takes us to Block B final. Shibata Shelley. 86-80. 78-89. Let's go. Oh man, I'm trying to time this out a little bit. Let's go 18. Let's go about 18. Enough to make it a match, but Shibata getting the win. It's going to be open match. I'm going to slow build. I would say, oh man, how am I going to do this? Let's do a pinfall finish. I don't know if it should be decisive or tainted because of what's going to happen. Interference on Shelley by Tama Tonga. I was thinking either Brother Ray or Tama Tonga. There's a reason for it, but either way, Shibata's gonna PK his head off afterwards. And that's gonna be the end of Shelley. That's gonna be a dope match, by the way. Hiromu versus Shibata in the finals. Ooh. I think I got half a chub just thinking about that. All right. Should we try to do... I have the Cell Scramble after that. I don't know if I want to do that immediately. Let's do... I almost kind of want to do the TV title match now and then do the Cell Scramble later. That might be an idea. That might actually be better. Because you still have the TV title match no matter what. So let's do that. Let's do Mulligan, Juice, Pete Dunne. How long should this go? Let's go 20. 21. Let's go 21. Taylor Mulligan's going to get the win here. Juice is going to be the last one pinned. So Dunne kind of gets eliminated. And Juice still has that. Open match. Slow build. Definitely tainted. It's definitely tainted. We have some fuckery that has Taylor Mulligan keep the title. I think my idea was have Juice kind of beat Dunne. Devitt gets involved. And Mulligan uses the interference to win. That was the idea. I think that should be a big one. Juice Robinson and Prince Devitt. There you go. All right. The music, yeah. I mean, this is mostly NBA 2K10 to like 2K12 music, with some other like MVP baseball and I think aggressive inline and what else? I think some NHL 2K stuff, 1080 Avalanche. Just songs like that won't get me dinged too hard. All right, television title on the line. I hope this isn't so screwy that it ends up that's all right. I think it'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. I should probably do... Hang on. Right, three-way dance, Hawkeye Pro, television. There. All right. So we have Taylor Mulligan keep the title. We won't do... We'll put something else up right now before the Dead or Alive Cell Scramble. Or we could just have other people come out and drag him into the cell. And that's how things go. That'd actually be kind of funny, is if we just mold the TV title match into the Dead or Alive Cell Scramble. Like fucking Sami Sabay comes out and just is like, nah, you're not leaving. Kicks Juice and Dunne out of there. It's like, listen, we're fighting now. Come on. Let me see here. I think I might actually do that. Where is it at? There it is. 6-man Dead or Alive cell match. And yeah, Taylor Mulligan's already down there. So Taylor Mulligan, Sami Sabay. Oh yeah, Gargano and Beretta. Gargano, Beretta, and Tomohiro Ishii. And finally, Father Kingston. There we go. So, Mulligan versus Sabay versus Gargano versus Beretta versus Ishii versus Kingston. Dead or Alive Cell Scramble. Oh, too much. There's not enough. Fuck it. The idea, of course, by this point, yeah, dead or alive sale scramble, loser gets fired. Oh God, how long should this go? Oh, I think there's a set. I think I put a set time limit to it, right? I think it's like 20. It's 20 or 25. What do I do? 20. All right, yeah. Minimum of 20. Yeah, 20 minute. Yeah. So the bottom three from Block A and Block B in the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix. For those who don't know, 6-man dead or alive cell match. The bottom three from Block A and Block B in the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix face off in a 20-minute reverse scramble match. So it's like the championship scramble, but instead of the guy who wins being a champion, the last guy pinned or submitted at the end of the time will be the loser and will be fired. So it doesn't really matter who wins. It really matters who loses, though. Who should take the win? Realistically, man, I'd hate to do it to Sammy. He's the most over guy. So I think even Mulligan still isn't quite there yet. But I feel like, oh my God, Gargano putting Beretta away for that. Oh my God. Beretta's going to be the one to lose. If Sammy is okay with Gargano taking the win, that would be fantastic. Let's slow build because Ishii's going to die of exhaustion. And decisive finish. No, don't put the title on the line. All right, so he's okay with that. So there you go. Gargano being the one to beat Beretta and get him fired. Fantastic. All right. There's 4 matches left. Now I have to figure out what I want to do at what point. So I want to split up the 3 one-on-one matches. So that would mean, I think either right now it's either the Grand Prix or let's do the women's title match. Let's put the women's title match out there. How long could they go? Let's see. We get a 77 with an 89 psychology. 77 with a 78 stamina. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're an hour and a half worth of... I'm just trying to time out in my head how long this is, how much wrestling there's going to be in this. There's Kairi, Kushida, Tama, and then Shibata Hiromu is going to be a little while. Yeah, we'll go 22. Let's give this to Foley. I think it's still going to be a phenomenal match, but I want Foley to road agent that. All right, Dash is going to get the win, but that's not all. Open match, slow build, definitely a tainted win. As I don't know if I want interference or distraction. You know what? Yeah, let's do Kairi Hojo distraction, Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki kind of gets himself involved and allows Dash enough to actually get the win over Kairi. And there will be a lot of shit going on after that. So we'll have that. Let me see here. So it's either going to be the women's tag or the GP final. I just have to think how I want to do this. Because I could do the GP final now and then have the women's tag sort of be the buffer between the 2 one-on-ones. You know what? Let's do the women's tag now, and then we'll do GP final, then heavyweight title match. All right. You know what I think I'll do? You know, in order to keep the time down a little bit, this is going to be bad. All right. I don't know which one of these two are going to go for it. Yeah, this is kind of the cooldown match, but this is also like one of the like, okay, here's the happier moment to kind of get people prepared for the two big matches. Okay. Man, I hate to do this, but it'd be a great moment. All right. It's going to go 3 minutes. So what happens is it's going to lead to Kana just insta-tapping someone. Like, it's going to be one of those things that they had a match and it looks like it's going to go maybe a little bit and then just Kana slaps in a submission and immediately just gets that win. I think it would be. We don't do a lot of like quick matches. We don't do that often, so yeah, this is definitely domination. This is definitely a domination. So yeah. Open match, all out. Yeah, let's do all out. And decisive submission finish. There you go. It's 3 minutes. Kana's gonna win. She's gonna slap on a submission, tap someone out. You're gonna go all out in those 3 minutes, and boom, there you go. I never saw it coming. New champs. The time I've selected, okay, 5 minutes. There you go. So they'll have a little bit more going on, and then just tap them the hell out. Donut squash rush. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. All right. Grand Prix final time. Hiromu Takahashi and Katsuyori Shibata. Oh my god, he's still injured. Grand Prix final. There you go. Oh man, Shibata's still. Oh my god, it's the battle of the ouch my everything above my shoulders. Let's see here. 82 Stam, 82 Psych, 86 Psych, 80 Stam. We'll have them go about 21 minutes. All right. Should Foley be in charge of that? I think Finley should be fine for that, right? 80. Yeah, Finley will be fine for that. Grand Prix. Let me see, where is it at? Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix. Yep. Originally, I was just going to do NBA 2K songs, and I'm like, dude, fucking MVP Baseball 2004 and 2005 had some of the best soundtracks. All right. I know it's going to be disappointing, but Shibata's walking away with the victory. Shibata gets the win. Let's see. Open match, call it in the ring, slow build it, and decisive win. Fucking boo. There's a point to it. There's a point to it. I will tell you right now, it's not so much, dude. What I have planned for anniversary, just be fine. It'll be fine. Point is, you get a stiffy when people can. I don't even like Shibata that much. I'll be completely honest. Like, I like Shibata, but he's far from one of my favorites. If I was literally booking by who was my favorite out of the two, Hiromu would win. But Shibata makes sense, and I have I don't want to give anything away, but there is plans for Hiromu for anniversary. Sacrilege. I was just waiting. I saw your name in the list of people, and I'm just like, oh, I can't shit on Shibata too much because I know he's just gonna come in and tell me to go fuck myself. All right. Let's 2 arms Knights. All right, main event. What do we got? How long can you go? We got 87 oh yeah, Tama Tonga is like 96. Man, both of them with the lack of psychology, man. Okay. All right. Ooh. We're in 147 minutes. Okay. I just keep looking at it because I'm like, okay. Yeah, let's have it go about 31, I would say. Foley's gonna do this one as well. Heavyweight title in the line. All right. See here. Should Red Shoes Uno be the guy for this? I almost feel like Red Shoes Uno shouldn't be the guy for this. I bet you Kyoto would be a better pick. I don't know who's reffing. I don't know how many matches Kyoto's reffing, but I think Kyoto should be the referee for this match. I like Red Shoes, but Red Shoes probably over Kyoto probably shouldn't be the guy. So I'll go for that. Why did it feel like it stopped? Oh, did I go through the entire list of songs already? Jesus Christ. All right, just restart it. Is everyone doing great? Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you being here. How you doing? All right, so there's a whole lot behind this. Jesus Christ. Okay. Kushida with the win. Open match. Definitely slow build. Let's go decisive win. But there's definitely a all right, interference on Tama Tonga by Alex Shelley. And then he'll once again get distracted by him. He'll get hit by him, and then he'll continue to get distracted by Shelley. And that will allow Kushida to get the victory and retain the title. I think that's about all I need for this. Buffalo tofu. It's like I don't even know myself anymore. I have the roof of my mouth burnt because there's a Japanese grill, Japanese grill, down the street from my work, and I like to go there on Saturdays because not a lot of people go there on Saturdays. And I always love to get their homemade crab ragoons. They're delicious. The thing is I made what happened was I bought the crab ragoons with some sushi because they make sushi there too. And they make sushi, and I got sushi and crab ragoons, and the crab ragoons were fresh. Like I still could feel the oil, and like the insides were still hot. And my dumbass bit into the first one and was like, "Oh my god, that's scalding hot, but that's delicious." And then I ate it, and rather than going, "Why don't I just give it some time to cool off?" I was like, they'll cool off as I'm eating them. So like a dumbass, I just kept eating them as they were still scalding my mouth. And I'm just starting to not feel too much pain from that. It was a real dumb move on my behalf. And then of course I was at the Barnstormers game, and I had the bright idea of eating popcorn. Nice salty popcorn hitting the roof of my mouth. That sucked. Yes, doctor, I decided to be too fat to care about melting my throat. Oh God, who was it? It was Kyle Kinane, the comedian. He talks about, he's like, I'm 34 years old and I'm still at a point where I go, where I take something out of the oven or the microwave and go, God, that's hot. That just burned my fingers. Quick, put it in my mouth. Crab lagoons are a wonderful food. Not even corn husking culturally deprived Midwesterners can make them not tasty. Oh my God. Speaking of to be fair, I'll be more culturally enriched in November. Don't worry, I won't be culturally deprived here in like 6 months. Let's see here. Yeah, sushi on the other hand can be fucked up easily. I will say this particular Japanese grill does some good sushi rolls, but a couple of them, they just put too much stuff on it. Where it's like, it doesn't need this much sauce and other crap on it. And so there's a couple of them I just go, I really love these rolls, but these rolls, they just put, it's too busy. All right. So let me try to get this done because it's 1:40 in the morning for me. Let me see here. They don't know how to make deep dish Chicago pizzas. They just ordered one and they gave me a cowboy boot full of orange juice. Kyle Kinane is the best. I fucking love him. I love what he was talking about, the dude next to him on the plane eating pancakes. He's like out of a bag. Not even like a regular bag, like a bag that would hold pancakes, but like a shopping bag. He just had pancakes in a plastic shopping bag, and he was just eating them without syrup, with like a psychopath. Is there another anime convention you're visiting? You should give Cat Girls a chance. I mean, Anime Iowa is in a month. It's in a month, so yeah, I'll be gone for that weekend. I'll be busy seducing cat girls. Let me see here. So we're starting off Hiromu Naito. I can hear it in his voice too. Thanks for coming to Uncle Barbecue. Tell us dumb stories. I had to get my own place because him talking about how he had to get his own place because he's like, I can't have roommates walking in when I'm doing my experiments because Twizzlers look like they fit in buttholes, and I don't need anyone walking in when I'm doing my experiments. I've listened to too much of his shit, man. Whiskey Icarus photo. Oh my god. Hiromu and Naito. Yeah, I gotta have something with that. Lunch is gonna be great. No, it won't, because the time you were 22 and you got the blowjob from the underage girl with the brain damage. Oh. What happened, 40 watts? Someone put a chili pepper in the candy dish. Streaming TEW. Why are you up right now? Because I took a nap earlier. Dude. So I could still be awake at this point. What the fuck? What? I can tell. No, you can't. You're right. You're just always like this. Random girl drove me home. Random girl drove me home. She was wild. She was nice. Oh, nice. Just booking a pay-per-view while doing Kyle Kinane impressions. Didn't touch my dick once. All right. All right, let's see here. You need to coerce your roommate into joining you in anime. He doesn't give two shits about anime though. Like what type of trailer? Probably one of those. There's a USB-C one. That's my Nintendo one, and then there's a. Where's my phone? Micro USB one. I think my roommates had a little too much to drink. Sorry. Did you find your phone at least? Yeah. Okay. Here, let me see your phone. Is it a micro USB? Okay, you found it. Okay,
Can I
good.
use it?
Yeah, go ahead. I assume it's just gonna stay out in the living room, so I can just grab it later.
Well, you can grab it.
I'm sure.
It's not a sexual reference.
Okay. The way you said it was like you can grab it whenever you want.
Hey, my brother put his finger in my mouth today. That was weird. Is your chat reacting to this company?
I think so, because now he's just. Let me see your phone. Yeah, that shit yeets that shit into the street. Now back to the GP file. Because you're just drunkenly coming in here. He's thinking I'm just gonna.
Travesty?
Oh my god, save us, Tai2J.
Tai2J, what's up, man? I drunk as shit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a dick.
Twitch.tv/Scarecrow Dan.
Hey man, I stream sometimes. I suck at everything I play. Thanks for the plug.
The E in Scarecrow's a 3 and the O in Scarecrow's a 0.
Yeah, I'm not worth subscribing to. I suck shit.
Back to the GP. Okay.
Keep looking. I'm sorry.
He's so drunk. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Naito. Oh my god, I misspelled Naito. Let's see. Naito was sore, but happy Hiromu was able to beat him. Hugs him. Luck later. All right. So either way, yeah, he's not the greatest about it because doing that, they're both selling their match. But yeah, Hiromu, he gives Hiromu a hug, raises his hand. There you go. Hiromu's going on to the finals. Shibata versus Shelley. All right. Alex Shelley. Brother Ray. Ray asks Shelley if he's ready. Shelley plans on winning it all tonight. All right. We'll do 3 minutes. Fuck it. All right. All right, let's do minor successes here. All right. Yeah, that'll be good. Over this way, there, and then Shelley gets kind of screwed over by Tama. Alex Shelley, Tama Tonga, Brother Ray. Shelley is on the mat as Ray comes out next to Tama and says there's no need for him to win tonight. Basically, it's the idea of like, yeah, we up and decided that you're not needed to be too successful. It's basically Brother Ray just, motherfucking him, being like, yep, nope. It's great you got this far, but Tama's going to win the title, and we don't need anything mucking up the works. All right, Mulligan, Juice, Pete Dunne. Let's see. Oh, we need a what preliminary promo thing should we have? What do you think of Old Town Road? I feel like I should know what Old Town Road is. I just don't know what that is. Enlighten me. Let me see here. Okay, you know what? We'll have Prince Devitt out here. The country rap song? I have not heard that. I don't know if I want to hear that. Billy Ray. Oh, is that the Billy Ray Cyrus thing that I've seen? Oh, God. Was that with, like, Nas? No, maybe that's someone else. I remember seeing something with Billy Ray Cyrus in the thumbnail. Little Nas X, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I kept getting recommendations for that if I wasn't using my own personal YouTube account. Little Nas X, not Nas. Yeah, that's right. Little Nas X, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really a country fan or much of a... Okay, I guess I could say, like, I kind of used to listen to country and I kind of used to listen to rap. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a I think they call it hick hop. I'm not really a hick hop person. I remember when that was a thing for like a while, probably about 8 to 10 years ago. The idea of like, oh man, we're going to combine rap with country. And they made... like their own little version of their own genre of hick hop, and I was like, hick hop is usually flaming garbage. Okay, well, if someone says that the song is okay when it used to be when it's usually flaming garbage, then maybe I should give it a shot, because I do consider hick hop to be a garbage fire. So when I think of Dominion, I haven't seen much of Dominion other than like the little bits and pieces. I haven't gotten around to watching it. I just saw like Ibushi's neck bump and just little bits and pieces, and John Moxley declaring himself for the G1. That was my favorite. I had to tweet that out. It was just like where he was like, "Oh, there's I bring you a message from Cincinnati, Ohio," and then you hear just a bunch of people in the crowd go, "Ohio!" I'm like, "Oh, fucking hilarious." I got a good laugh out of that. I'm like, that's only a pun you could do there. And he didn't even realize why it, like, it's just one of those things. It's like, I'm sure he didn't even do that intentionally. Let's see here. Let's see. Prince Devitt, Pete Dunne. All right. Let's see. Devitt out, puts over Dunne and his accomplishments in HPW and looks to add TV title to it. There we go. You don't know who else? Oh, I do know about Kenta as well. I know at least about that much. And Shingo. Let's see here. Minor success. Bigger success. There you go. And put that there. And let's see here. Taylor Mulligan. I think it should be Sammy. And Father Kingston can come drag his ass back to the ring. Mulligan looks to slink away, but Sammy and Kingston drag him back for the DOA match. Do you have new worker gen on? I think so, because I do have a training school already open, but I think I'm going to be done with this series right around the time that I would be getting my first set of graduates. So yeah, I do have that, and it is starting up. Kurt Angle is my my lead trainer there. I feel like if there's no better coach out there than to have Kurt Angle be training my new set of guys. Let's see here. Let's see, like 5. Do you have any plans for streaming a Fire Promoter mode? At some point relatively soon. I do need to get around to that. I haven't picked up Fire Pro in a little while, and I need to reorganize everything to make sure everything's good to do Fire Promoter mode. I've been having I've been wanting to do that. I just haven't gotten around to it. I need to do it again. Let's see here. Let's just do selling on all 3 of them. That makes sense. Neutral, minor successes there, and I guess a low injury risk. Your performance center coaching team looks like Angle, Jericho, Bob Sapp, Dustin Rhodes, Ron Killings, and The Undertaker. I think that would unironically be quite fun. Angle, Jericho, and Dustin Rhodes alone would be great trainers to pick up. And then you add it. I don't know so much about Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp would, I don't know. I feel like whatever Bob Sapp can do, like if you have Ron Killings, he could just do that. Like, why have Bob Sapp if you're gonna have Ron Killings? And The Undertaker's The Undertaker. There's no better coach to forge you guys painkiller subscriptions. You got a point. Okay. Okay, so I need to think about this for just a second because I had a kind of an idea. Let me look at Johnny Gargano. Maybe he should go off on his own. That might be a good idea. Give him his own thing. Yeah, I think I'll put him on his own. Johnny Gargano, Beretta. Gargano celebrates as Beretta looks betrayed. He attacks him, but security steps in to drag out. There we go. New gen people have made your local global dope with some super young, super cheap, and shockingly solid wrestlers. Nice. Isn't Gargano fired? No, Beretta, yeah. So 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. We'll drag it out a little bit. I guess a success and then maybe a minor defeat. You know what? He's fired. That's a defeat. I don't think there's any bigger defeat than being fired. Here we go. Dash Chisako, Kairi Hojo. Ooh. Let me look and see how I did this. Okay. Dash Chisako, Kairi Hojo. We'll have Minoru Suzuki out there as well. Big entrances for Dash with Suzuki and Kairi for title match. So at least give it a big time feel. I think they could both be rated on their overness. And then he's there to... Yeah, that'd be... I'm pretty sure both of them could get... Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be okay on that. Now who will face champion at X, yeah. Why you shouldn't put the heavyweight title on last? Disregard if this is an HPW unwritten rule. Yeah, I mean, I had that idea, but I figured, like, oh, I'll put the Grand Prix on before the heavyweight, just because there's so much in the heavyweight title match. And I feel like, how's my ass not in pain? It's because I don't, okay, so my roommate and just about everyone else, I'm sure you've seen those gamer chairs, those really ridiculous gamer chairs. And he loves them. He thinks they're super comfortable. I don't think they're comfortable in the least. I don't like those like super. Oh my god, I don't like those big gamer chair type things. My chair here is literally a leather recliner. I have a leather recliner sitting in front of my keyboard. So that's generally how I'm not in any real pain. It's because I just get to relax a little bit nicer. I love it. I love it, and I think If I ever need to get a new one, I'm just gonna get another recliner, and it sits at like the perfect height for everything too. So I'm happy with that. Because the last time I moved, my friends are like, "Oh, do you want this recliner out in the living room?" I'm like, "No, put it in my bedroom with my computer and stuff." They're like, "This is your computer chair?" I'm like, "Yeah." Doesn't watch anime, doesn't go to cons, owns gamer chair. I don't know. I didn't feel like spending I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, those just looked overpriced. Like, what was it, $300, $400? I'm like, dude, I can get a nice recliner for that, and it'll be so much nicer. Tell you, Moxley stealing a young lion after saying he wants to do G1 because he's going to be a tag partner for the off days. I do like that. He just, come here. That's great. Just stealing Shota. Like, oh my God. What is a young lion? One of the New Japan Dojo trainees. Yeah. Yeah, it's someone who's usually going up through the New Japan Dojo, and they just haven't been around long enough to have a character. And they're still like getting their feet wet on wrestling. Let's see. Yeah, stealing Shota. Moxley loves Shota. The fan fictions write themselves. All right. Let's see. Dash. Minoru Suzuki. Kyrie. And Kurt Angle. Let's see here. Let's see. Kyrie is hurt and angry. Oh my God. Dash and Minoru look to leave, but Angle. Oh my God. And wow, I am just. There we go. Look to leave, but Angle run down for brawl. Good enough. Let's do like 6 minutes. Let's just have that. That's just gonna come out like that. So let's see. I'd say success for Dash. Minor successes for the rest of them, because she at least is walking away with the women's title. There we go. Can that be a thing? Shota Master Mox. He left WWE. He's no longer Titty Master. He's the Shota Master. Oh boy. All right. All right. Leave a corpse. Sadistic Tales. So we need Kana, Azumi, Mio, James Mitchell. Let's see. Sadistic Tales in Locker Room. Let's see. Pep Talk for Match. Mio and Mitchell will stay behind to let them work. Good enough. There. I'll just let them, even though Azumi's not good at the... Well, she's getting better because she's in there with Mio and James Mitchell and Kana, so it'll be fine. Pat Patterson as his manager. I heard young boy. Oh, boy. He's our new son. I stole him in Japan. I would love to... Oh, my God. I would love nothing more than to see a YouTube video of, like, Dean just dragging Shota still in his gear, stealing his black trunks and boots, as Renee's just going there going, what the hell did you bring back? Let's see here. I'd say minor successes here. John Moxley should become a leather daddy. Now we're really writing some fan fiction. Damn. All right. Let's do a Leva Bates, Athena, Courtney Rush, Leva Corp out. Leva once again talks down Sadistic Tales and looks forward to their demise tonight. To their demise right now. And I want to make a point of making it like 5 minutes, just about as long as the match itself, just to kind of put them over. And then just boom, done. Let's see, add the angle. Let's see. So let's see, Kana, Izumi. We'll have Mio and James Mitchell out after that with Leva Bates, Athena, and Courtney Rush. There you go. So they'll be selling their match. They'll be providing entertainment because they're out there to celebrate, and they'll be selling their match as well. So success, minor, and then minor defeats here. There we go. Let's see. Sadistic Tales celebrate their title win as Leva Corp drag themselves out of the ring into the back. Oh well, perfect. We'll just take that. Sorry. I had like an itch. Just had to like scratch my shoulder. Yeah, 4 minutes. That'll be good. That's good enough to do that. We're at 230 minutes, so I think we'll have more than enough time to deal with this. Put that there. All right, Hiromu versus Shibata. Yeah, we need to have Hiromu Takahashi, Katsuyori Shibata. We'll use their overness. Let's see. Entrances and big introductions for the Grand Prix finalists before the match. Okay. Let's do like 5-6 minutes maybe. Good. So definitely putting over this idea. Here we go. All right. Oh God. Okay, so now it's crunch time. Do I want to put this here before the? Yeah, I think the way this will work. Yeah. I still want to put the heavyweight title on last. I think. What? Check Twitter DMs? Oh boy. It's a motherfucker. God damn it. Oh, come on. Can't zoom in well enough on this. Oh my God. Oh, I went and fucked it all. Hang on. Oh man, I went and fucked my whole thing. There we go. Yeah. Shield. Friendship ended with a Shield. Now Shota Umino is my best friend. Fantastic. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, we'll do Hiromu and Shibata now. Let's see. Yeah, people like us is I guess. To be fair, that's a good that's a good reason why I've started like putting a small chunk of the like the last like 3 lines or so of the of my Twitch chat in the corner, so that when I am talking to you guys or like interacting or reacting to something, like people at least on YouTube kind of have an idea of what the hell I'm like reacting to or talking about. Okay, yeah, Hiromu, Takahashi, Tetsuya Naito, Chris Jericho, Sonata. Oh no, why am I doing Hiromu? It's Katsuyori Shibata. Holy Jesus Christ. Katsuyori Shibata, Kurt Angle. Hiromu's not winning. Chad Sanderson and Jordan Everhart. That's what it was. So then you're wondering, like, what did I do with that one? I almost don't understand that one. Maybe it's because I don't understand what's behind the Shingo thing. Like what the original meme is of the let me in. I think maybe because I don't understand the first. Maybe I haven't seen the first one. Oh, Eric. Oh, the Eric. Okay, yeah. Now I remember. Hang on. Oh, thank God tomorrow's my Friday. Holy Jesus. All right. Team Angle out celebrates Shibata's Grand Prix victory. Here we go. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it needs to be all that long because it's not like he talks all that much. So Angle will do a little bit of talking. It's just like Angle's just like, Shibata, congratulations, you just won the Grand Prix. How do you feel? I'm alive. That is all. He takes a bump and then shoot headbutts Kurt Angle, and that's how it ends. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put major success. That is a major success for Shibata. Dealing with that. Shibata headbutts the post because brain trauma's for pussies. All right. Let's see. Kushida, Tamatonga. By the way, we're now at 4 hours for this, which I guess kind of does make sense for Grand Prix because Grand Prix is one of the biggest events of the year. So it's going to be probably just over 4 hours. It's not going to be much over. Double or Nothing was 4 hours. Yeah. I mean, I try not to, do something too much like that. I should put an intermission in like I usually do for some of these big time events. All right. Entrances and introductions. Actually, all right. Intros for title match as Ray declares this match. Oh, how should I word this? It feels weird to try to word it like this. Because I know what I want to say. I know what I want to get there, but yeah. I know what I want to. Okay, declares this match oh man. The first world recognized title match So it's weird to mention it. It's I don't know quite how to say it, but okay. So in TEW, what they have is they have like a super pro wrestling hall of fame. Like each company has a hall of fame, and then there's a thing called the Hall of Immortals, which is basically like the pro wrestling hall of fame. And one of the things in it is like winning a main event title in a company that is national or greater. So this is the first official heavyweight title match since we went national. So in all technicality, in the kayfabe of the game, this would officially make this a world recognized title. So this would technically now be the Hawkeye Pro World Heavyweight Championship. And I think that would also make the women's title, and I think I'm actually going to modify that, to be completely honest. It's going to be a straight up main event title now. I think it kind of deserves it at this point. Hawkeye Pro World Women's Championship. So now the World Women's title and the World Heavyweight title, our two biggest titles, will be officially recognized as World Championships, which means our champions can now be officially recognized as World Champions. Especially in the scope of the Hall of Immortals, which means now they can actually start gaining some ground on technically being in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame someday. Probably wouldn't happen in this game because there's only going to be like 6 months of this, but there you go. Kushida Tamatonga. Okay, let's do. Okay, so this is a whole lot. Kushida, Tama, Brother Ray, Paul Levesque, Alex Shelley. Ooh, who else should come out here? Joe and Rude from the cleanup crew would be out here. I think that'd be mostly it. I feel like evening the odds. Let's see. Kushida, Paul Levesque, brother. You know what? Alex Reynolds will be a part of that. All right. So big ending right here. Let's see here. Brawl breaks out after match. Cleanup crew run in. Levesque and Reynolds save. Let's see. Time splitters. Let's see. Time splitters. Oh my god, why is it? Make up. And hug. There you go. So that the big turn that happened 3 months ago, the big thing that happened with Alex Shelley being kind of held hostage by the cleanup crew, helps Kushida win the title, gets away from the cleanup crew. It involves a big brawl. Paul Levesque and Alex Reynolds come out to try to straighten things out. And Kushida and Alex Shelley end up kind of sharing a hug, a celebratory hug. So we'll do selling, I guess. Trying to think here. I don't want them to get in on it. So they'll be kind of arguing a little bit. We'll have them there and selling. So yeah, Ray and Levesque are still trying to just keep the peace with stuff. So yeah, I'd say this really puts over Kushida. Minor defeat for Tama. So yeah, anyone who's basically selling this, I think, is going to have lows. Yeah, big pop for the hug. neutral, minor success, success, minor defeat, minor defeat, minor success. There you go. I think that'll be good. Work without a script. All right. No one's working with a script. We just tell them to go out there. It's like, I don't know, go out there and do what feels best. Do what feels right. Kushida and Alex Shelley hug because it just feels right. Oh my god. Okay, 23 segments. I think we finally got it done. I think that's it. We did our pre-show. There's not even enough time, really, to put in extra stuff besides the matches. God, I hope I got everything. I mean, I got the matches. I hope there wasn't anything else I wanted to throw in here. Technically, I could, you know what? I could spend that last 11 minutes doing the intermission. So, Joey Styles and Shawn Michaels with your intermission again. And let me see here. Let's do Brother Ray will be a part of this because I think I'll put this probably. I'll probably put it after the Dead or Alive Cell Scramble. So we'll have that. I'm just trying to see what all I did for this. Let's see. Dash Kyrie. Do I want to do... God, I'm just trying to see who was put where. There's just so much stuff. All right. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle will be there. Okay, so how about guys who might not be involved direct? Let's see. Shane Hollister doesn't have a match, so he'll be a part of that. Who else? Who else kind of is involved, but isn't someone? Is the TV title come before that? Yeah, TV title came before that. We could have Juice talk about his TV title match. Let me see. Adding in some other guys who maybe didn't have a role tonight. I could put Adam Cole in there. Ooh, Tozawa and Naruki Doi definitely need to. They need to invade part of that. All right. Intermission with Ray, Angle. Let's see. Ray and Angle talk upcoming matches with Shane. Juice promo about TV title match. Juice promo. Tozawa and Doi invade. There you go. 11 minutes. There you go. So everyone, I like that idea. Honestly, I feel like if they're going to do like 7-hour WrestleManias, this should definitely be something that they do. Like, okay, here's like 15 minutes to go get go to the bathroom or get something to drink, or at least just take a second to walk around, stretch out, and we'll do some promos about stuff that's happened, stuff that, stuff that, will happen. I like that idea. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3 matches deep. I feel like maybe I should put it after Dash Kyrie then. Yeah, wrestling's missing out on not having a halftime. They really should, to be honest. That's why I like the intermissions. It's like, listen, we're doing 4.5-hour show here. We're going to throw 10, 11 minutes in the middle of it to just kind of get yourselves together. Yeah, I think of where we're sitting. We're only like three. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're 4 matches deep. So that's about halfway through. Yeah, we're fine. That's gonna be where it's at. Panel discuss stuff, musical guest, but yeah. Honestly, I feel like that there really should be a halftime intermission because they used to have it in New Japan. I think they got rid of it, didn't they? Didn't they start getting rid of their intermissions? I think that was dumb. That's one of the things I like doing at the Wrestling Revolver shows is they do intermissions where you can kind of like hang out, talk to people, the wrestlers that competed earlier in the night or will be competing later. It's great. Get a second to like get yourself together and get ready for the next half. Speaking of, we are at a sold-out Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. We come back home to the home of Hawkeye Pro Wrestling for the Grand Prix Final 2020. First, we have to do our kickoff show. 1 hour of Hawkeye Pro Wrestling featuring some of the undercard of the company. First off, the European Initiative, Will Ospreay found his way back from the woods, and Joel Redmond taking on Sanderson and Everhart of Team Angle. Decent enough match. Let's see. Oh yeah, Nigel McGuinness makes his big debut tonight as the official manager of European Initiative, as the business executive. Got an above average rating. That's good. But at least we got a little bit of something going here for European Initiative. I don't know if this is their first official match. I think it might be. But either way, 11:51, Chad Sanderson ended up hitting, the Team Angle ends up hitting Grand Amplitude on Joel Redmond and get the win as Team Angle get a solid win here against European Initiative. I believe in their debut as a team, but they still had a pretty decent showing. I gotta say, a 79 for a pre-show match with 2 guys or 4 guys who aren't the highest up on the card is quite good. Even if it said Joel Redmond's the weak link, I still enjoy that. Then we got the Hawkeye Pro High Spirits Championship. Nicole Matthews versus Hikaru Shida. And Shida looked like she was going to take the win over Matthews, but Matthews rolls up. Shida uses the ropes for leverage. The ref didn't see it and counts the 3 as Nicole Matthews makes her second official defense of the Hawkeye Pro High Spirits Championship. Solid match here, but Shida definitely disappointed that she staked a lot on beating Nicole Matthews tonight. Not going to be able to get it done. And then the main event of the kickoff show before we get to the actual pay-per-view, American Wolves have been in a bit of a promo battle with Los Ingobernables. They're going to get a match against each other here, a very solid match as Los Ingobernables ends up getting the win here. Sonata gets the skull end locked on Eddie Edwards and ends up tapping him out, and Los Ingobernables getting the win over the American Wolves. But I believe that this feud is far from over. We'll probably see much more in the future from these 2 teams, and perhaps even more. I'm offended you have literally worst era Sonata. Neckbeard. Yeah, Neckbeard. I told myself, I'm like, I don't know if I want Neckbeard Sonata, honestly. I was really back and forth on if I wanted to have, like, sort of clean-shaven Sonata or Neckbeard Sonata. You chose wrong. To be fair, I knew it was going to trigger people, and I thought it'd be funny. I'm like, fuck, I don't like Neckbeard Sonata, but I'm going to put it in there just because it's funny. And then we get to the actual event. We are opening hot with the Block A final. Hiromu Takahashi versus Tetsuya Naito. These 2... with a big-time fight with each other. They went to a draw last time. They go a little bit longer, nearly 22 minutes, but Hiromu Takahashi ends up pulling a time bomb out on Tetsuya Naito and gets the victory, gets the pin over the man who first brought him into Los Ingobernables of Tetsuya Naito. And Hiromu Takahashi will be moving on to the Grand Prix Final later tonight. You book solidify with the time. Cough done in rounds. No insecticide. So Hiromu will be in the finals later. Naito is sore. Both of these guys definitely seem to be a bit sore, but he takes the loss in stride. He's happy that Hiromu was in fact able to beat him and prove that he can stand on his own. He hugs him and then raises his arm in victory as they walk to the back together as they prepare Hiromu for his Grand Prix final match later tonight. Speaking of, Alex Shelley putting some tape on. Brother Ray comes up to him, says if he's ready. Shelley plans on winning it all tonight. He says he is more than happy to headline Anniversary. And hell, if Tama Tonga wins tonight, once again reiterates that he could be the one to take the title off Tama Tonga. So we get the Block B final, Katsuyori Shibata versus Alex Shelley. And Shelley looked like he might be able to get a win here on Shibata. However, thank you, stay hydrated, bot. Unfortunately, my glass is empty. Looked like Shelley might have been able to get a win over Shibata. Unfortunately, Tama Tonga runs in and hits a gun stun on Shelley with the ref's back turned and lays him out enough for Shibata to not realize what was going on, but set up for the PK and kick Alex Shelley's head nearly off his shoulders and get the win as Shibata wins the Block B final. He has been in the Grand Prix final before. We'll see if he can break through the glass ceiling finally, as he will be joining Hiromu Takahashi in the Grand Prix final. Shelley is on the mat, hurt, as Brother Ray comes walking out with a mic in his hand, and Tama Tonga standing over him, stands next to him as well, and basically tells Alex Shelley that with Tama Tonga potentially winning the title tonight, he wants to make sure there's no loose ends, and so he says there's no need for him to win the Grand Prix tonight, as the heavyweight title will be coming to the cleanup crew. So they just kind of leave Shelley to his own devices as they walk to the back after Brother Ray has summarily screwed him out of a Grand Prix final appearance. Prince Devitt comes out with Pete Dunne as we are preparing for the Hawkeye Pro Television Championship match. He puts over Dunne in the accomplishments he's had in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. In fact, as the former Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight Champion, Dunne seems not too thrilled that he's been that he wasn't able to get any sort of rematch for the heavyweight title, but he says he's looking to add the television championship tonight to the list of things that he has accomplished in this company. And that leads to the three-way dance: Taylor Mulligan, Juice Robinson, and Pete Dunne. All of them putting on very solid performances. Jesus. Bully Ray pulled me backstage for booing Shibata. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what they meant by locker room leader. He leads you back to the locker room to just have a fun conversation with you and pat you on the back and tell you to go be a fan. So, Juice Robinson was first. Oh, shit. See, that's why I tried to make Juice Robinson the loser, because then, well. So, yeah, Pete Dunne ends up getting rid of Juice Robinson, and came down to Pete Dunne. Prince Devitt kind of got himself involved inadvertently, which allowed Taylor Mulligan. See, that was the thing. Pete Dunne was good. Man, I'm not going to go by this. Pete Dunne gets eliminated first because Prince Devitt had a couple of shenanigans going on. That gets him eliminated. Pete Dunne not happy about that. Comes down to Mulligan and Juice. How Juice felt it should have been the entire time. But ends up getting distracted and ends up leading to Taylor Mulligan getting the win over Juice Robinson. Does it say that he actually hit anything? No, that's all right. Either way, Taylor Mulligan, not the cleanest of wins, but he does get his first official Hawkeye Pro Television Championship defense. Bully Ray is just Taz, but more white. and at least like 8 inches taller. But either way, Mulligan with a 90. Okay, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Mulligan looks to slink away with the title. Of course, Pete Dunne and Prince Devitt argue their way to the back as Dunne is not happy with Devitt at all. And Juice kind of rolls out and is just trying to find his way to the back as Mulligan looks to get away with the title, but he's still got another match to go. As Sami Sabay and Father Kingston come walking down as it's time for the Dead or Alive scramble match. As we see Sami and Kingston drag him down as the other three men in the match look to compete. Of course, one of these men getting fired at the end of 20 minutes. We get Taylor Mulligan, Sami Sabay, Johnny Gargano, Beretta, Tomohiro Ishii, and Father Kingston. At least they helped pull Ishii up. And as we get to the end there, Johnny Gargano, out of all guys, ends up pinning Beretta after all the talk of receipt of Vice. Having each other's backs, Gargano ends up pinning Beretta, and let's see here. Yeah, so Gargano ends up with that. It says scoring the most falls. That's all right. Words on the screen. Who cares? Either way, Gargano pins Beretta. Beretta has lost, and Beretta is indeed fired. And Gargano celebrates. Doesn't seem too fazed by Beretta. He kind of shrugs his shoulders like, hey, things happen. You got to look out for yourself in a match like that. Beretta definitely feels betrayed. You can just see the hurt in his face as he then starts attacking him and beating up on him. The other guys, of course, in the cell don't really give a damn. Security then comes running in to separate them and eventually drag Beretta out to toss him out of the arena. And I think that is definitely it, not just for Receipt of Ice, but for Beretta in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. And it is at that point that we take a bit of an intermission halfway through the show. And Joey Styles with Shawn Michaels having various people here. Brother Ray coming up to discuss tonight's main event of Kushida versus Tama Tonga for the heavyweight title, and of course he never denies that there is definitely some bias there, but he says, hey, obviously I have a co-commissioner who's also just as biased, just the other way, so it's perfectly fine. Kurt Angle discusses the training that he has gone through with some of the various women, as well as Shibata himself, as he looks forward to the Grand Prix Final match with Shibata, and then also the training work that he has done with Kairi Hojo for the women's title match later on. They have Shane Hollister with them to talk about the Grand Prix as well as upcoming matches and give his thoughts on different matches. And then we have Juice Robinson, who is none too happy about what has happened to him in the TV title match. Definitely sounds off, gives his 2 cents on how much bullshit he thinks that TV title match was. And we get Tozawa and Doi also invading as well, as Tozawa still is on his mission to capture the heavyweight championship, and Doi with him wants to help him out with that. So Monster Max is still eyeing the heavyweight title. We'll see how that turns out for them. We're done with intermission as we go to our next match. It's for the Hawkeye Pro World Women's Championship. Now that the women's title and the heavyweight title are world recognized titles, we will have a world championship match with big entrances for Dash as she comes out with Minoru Suzuki, and of course Kairi Hojo for this title match. The introductions done, and we get Dash Chisako versus Kairi Hojo. Ah, man, I feel like that should have clicked a lot better than it did. That's all right. You know what? Still got a 90. Even when they didn't click as well, it's still got a 90. But either way, Kairi was definitely looking like she had the upper hand, like she was going to walk away with the title. Suzuki ends up being a distraction for Kairi Hojo and allows Dash to utilize some of the wrestling that she had learned from Suzuki in training for this match, and locks a sleeper hold, of all things, on Kairi Hojo. I would say she probably takes a chair or some sort of weapon and looks to like knock her out. I think that would probably be what I would say takes like brass knucks or a chain or something, just bonks her in the back of the head. That'd just knock you out. Like, that would concuss the shit out of you. And that's how you beat Kairi Hojo at this point. Like, the ripped Kairi Hojo who's driving everybody into the mat, that's how you beat her. You just give her a concussion, you knock her out, and then she puts her into a sleeper hold. Doesn't really matter that much. Kairi's already knocked out as it is. Ref calls for the bell, and ref didn't realize what was going on, wakes up, sees that Kairi's out like a light, calls for the bell, and Dash Chisako makes her second official defense. Exploding bat to the brain. Holy shit. I was thinking something you could at least hide. So, like, you know, like I said, a chain, brass knucks, something just bashes her right in the back of the head, knocks her out to possibly even concuss her, and puts her in a sleeper hold, which really isn't for much of anything for show. Makes it seem like as if she knocked her out with a sleeper hold. The ref obviously comes to and sees it and calls for the bell. Dash is still the women's champion. Kairi is hurt. She's angry. She's starting to wake up. And it's disappearing. What the fuck? God damn it. I don't know why. I like the idea of an exploding bat going off, and then she just like waves her hands and it's gone. Like, oh my god, how does she do that sleight of hand? Kairi is hurt. She's starting to come to. She's still definitely woozy from that, and she seems angry. From what the only thing you can see is that she's definitely still can't really get into it, and she's pissed off. And Dash and Minoru Suzuki look to leave with the title. Angle runs down and he just starts throwing fists with Suzuki. Of course, he back on Thursday had to be. Oh god, yeah, I see the drop frames now. I think something happened for just a bit, but it looks like we're still on. It says we're still on. I think there was just a big frame drop there for about 9 seconds. It looks like. Should still be fine. Either way, Kurt Angle's pissed about the attack from Thursday. Ends up brawling with Dash and Minoru, and or at least Dash try to like gets out of the way, because it's mostly between Angle and Suzuki at this point. So he's going after him there, and we just kind of leave it there until they're eventually separated and trying to get all the insanity out of the ring. Had to refresh. Okay. Yeah, I just looked at it and I looked over at drop frames. There was about 9 seconds worth of drop frames, so I was kind of freaking out about that. But yeah, it looks like it's fine. Just a bit of a hiccup. We get Sadistic Tales back in the locker room. They have a bit of a prayer circle going, basically. Get a pep talk before the match and go over it. And just to help deal with the cheating and everything else, they decide the best option possibly would just not be involved. So we're going to get Mio Shirai and James Mitchell staying in the back for this, as Sadistic Tale is going to go out on their own to face Leva Corp, as they feel that they should be able to handle this. Wonder why the video's frozen for you now. Leva Corp comes out. It's stuck on the Angle run-in. Oh. Huh. I don't know. Maybe refresh again. Sorry. Sorry, that seems to be happening to you. Leva Corp coming out. Leva once again putting down Sadistic Tales. Oh, it changed qual. Okay, yeah. Leva once again talking down Sadistic Tales and the fact that they're still in the win the titles or not challenge for the women's title again. And she looks forward to the demise of Sadistic Tales happening right now when Leva Corp defends the championships. But, of course, extremely short match. Doesn't go very long. Damn, that actually could have been in like the 90s. Dude, even Azumi has worked her way up to an 82 that quickly. This girl is 17 years old in this. I don't even think she's technically 18 yet. She's got an 82. Jesus. Either way, it looked like it was going to be a competitive match, but not so much, as Leva Corp seemed to launch a bit of an assault against Sadistic Tales, but it was all for naught as Kana ends up locking... Ooh, who did she do it to? Courtney Rush. She ends up locking Courtney Rush in with the Passion Clutch. Azumi ends up tackling Athena out of the ring. Courtney Rush can't do anything about it. She has no choice but to tap out in just over 5 minutes. And just that quick, Sadistic Tales have won the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team Championships. So there you go. Big title change here. I think that's our first official title change right now. Because I think we got the TV title stayed. Yeah. High Spirits title stayed. So yeah, our first official title change there with Sadistic Tales beating Leva Corp in just over 5 minutes. Courtney Rush not able to get to the ropes. Athena not able to help break it up. Tapping out, and there you go. Sadistic Tales celebrating their title win. Mio and James Mitchell coming out to celebrate the Sadistic Tales title win as Leva takes Athena and Courtney Rush, and they drag themselves out of the ring and to the back as Kana and Azumi celebrate with their newly won Women's Tag Team Championships. And we get the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix Final. It's only once a year you have this. This year's finalists, Hiromu Takahashi and Katsuyori Shibata. Entrances and big introductions for the Grand Prix finalists before this match. Hiromu, I don't think Hiromu's ever been in the Grand Prix. I think this might be his first official Grand Prix. Shibata's, I think this is his third, including a block final that he lost, and then I think it was 2 years ago he lost the Grand Prix final to, I think it was Tama Tonga. So he's been on the cusp of winning, and once again he sees himself in the Grand Prix final as we are here once again. God damn, that's my first official 100. You guys saw it here. That is the first official 100 rating match. That has now become my number one all-time match. Holy shit. After so many 99s, I've finally done it. Jesus Christ. Fucking yes. Superb wrestling and great heat. It went 21 minutes. Both these guys were already sore and stiff as fuck dealing with this. God damn. And eventually Shibata sweating profusely. Both these guys probably bleeding just a little bit, just dealing with this, exhausted. Ends up hitting a PK to an exhausted Takahashi. And Katsuyori Shibata covers him for the win. Strong showings from both of these guys, but Katsuyori Shibata will walk away as the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix 2020 winner. He will be going to Madison Square Garden to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at Anniversary 5. God damn. Main event's going to get a major penalty. Tama Tonga pulls down Kushida to B-. I mean, he and Nakamura had 99s, had 99 matches, rated matches, so I think it's going to go fine. Takahashi was also your first ever 100 match against Omega. Nice. I'm so happy about that. I'm happy because I was sitting here wondering, is like, when am I actually going to break through that 99 and get a 100? And I finally got it. Oh my God. And Team Angle coming out to celebrate with Katsuyori Shibata. And his victory, of course, once again, Angle congratulating him and once again reminding him that he is going to Anniversary 5 to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. So it is an exciting moment for Katsuyori Shibata. I think this will be one of his first. I can't remember how many heavyweight title matches he's actually had. I don't think he's had a whole lot. I think hardly any. I'd have to see how many heavyweight title matches Shibata's had. But speaking of heavyweight title matches, we need to figure out our first world-recognized heavyweight champion in Hawkeye Pro history. As Kushida defends against Tama Tonga, we get the big intros for the title match. As Ray declares the match the first world-recognized title match to make people sort of realize the implications and the importance of this match. That this will be an official world champion. So we have changed it to the Hawkeye Pro World Heavyweight Championship. As we get Kushida versus Tama Tonga. Goddamn. Tama actually was the one that pulled out the 97. Kushida with the 90. Either way, these guys went 31 minutes. And we were going to get a bit of a distraction by Brother Ray and Tama Tonga. But Alex Shelley, of all people, fed up with how he was treated by the cleanup crew, came in to run in and attack, to distract Tama Tonga originally, and then ran in and attacked him. And this eventually allowed Kushida to put the Kushida lock on, as he became the great equalizer against Brother Ray and the rest of the cleanup crew. Kushida locks in the Kushida lock and forces Tama Tonga to tap out. And Kushida makes his second official defense of the World Heavyweight Championship, and he has defended the title. The show ends with a big brawl. Of course, Brother Ray and Tama Tonga aren't just going to lay down and let that happen. The rest of the cleanup crew come out as they look to start laying into Kushida and Alex Shelley. They fight off as much as they can, but they're starting to get the better of them. Paul Levesque starts running down to confront Brother Ray about this. Alex Reynolds comes down to start equalizing here against the rest of the cleanup crew. Eventually, Kushida, Shelley, and Reynolds start fighting off Thomas, Samoa Joe, and Robert Roode. And Levesque ends up starting forcing Brother Ray back with him as they stand tall. And Kushida and Alex Shelley stand in the middle of the ring, sort of facing one another, as it seems as though Shelley is now away officially from the cleanup crew. He hugs Kushida, raises his hand with the championship, as it looks like the Time Splitters have officially made up after this. And of course, it was hopefully kind of shown that he didn't really want to do what he did to Kushida, but he decided he was completely done with Brother Ray and the rest of the cleanup crew, and fuck what they were trying to keep him around for, as Shelley and Kushida make up, as Levesque and Reynolds also raise his hand. And there you go. Kushida still the World Heavyweight Champion. 97. All right. Hiromu. Shibata. And let's go Kairi. Maybe. Yeah, let's go Kairi, cause she did a great job, but she lost. So I wanna tell her that she's awesome, and they need to be praised for their performances. They need to know that they fucking knocked it out of the park. Pretty much telegraphed a Shibata win in this episode at Anniversary. No way Kushida holds on to the title. I mean, I've been working on some stuff. I've actually made some major changes. I've made some major changes to some of the booking here, just in the last couple of weeks about Anniversary. So there's several things that over the next few months are going to be interesting to see what happens. All right, Hiromu was pleased. Shibata seemed pleased. He made that same face, by the way. Kairi seemed pleased. To be fair, I think just about everyone. I think everyone who's won the Grand Prix has gone on to win the title at Anniversary. So, I mean, if nothing else, the history of the Grand Prix itself telegraphs a win. But we'll see, because I've been changing some booking around. I keep changing things. I keep going, yeah, I want to do this. And then I'm like, oh, actually, this would be better. All right. New stuff there. Oh, Mochi's leaving Dragon Gate. He is like 50, so that makes sense. Let's see. Beretta's injured. He has a hip sprain after a botch spot from Johnny Gargano. That's amazing. Oh, he's hurt after what happened with Gargano, but that's fantastic. That 1.81 pay-per-view buy rate. Now I need to see how many people bought that show. 908,000 buys for that show, which I think is up from 702,000 buys. So I'll definitely take it. Nearly 1 million buys for the Grand Prix Final. As you can see, also for anyone watching this on YouTube, I've already changed over to the new logo that will be going from after this. Work has now become shoot, and Gargano and Beretta hate each other IRL. It would be kind of funny. No, he just dislikes Kofi still. But yeah, this wasn't a joke though. Let's see, $266,000, and we'll be cleaning out Beretta here. I kind of had the idea of, like, Beretta is definitely a solid wrestler, but I was like, I'm not really doing anything with him, so I'll just pay the money and clear the space out, and we'll just have that done. Look at that, $10 million. Jesus Christ, I made what, 5? Is that 6 or 5? Either way, it's at least $5 million in pay-per-view revenue. So before they take all this money in taxes, where's my broadcaster? Let me see here. Yeah, let's increase our coverage. We're gonna increase our coverage to at least very small, and we'll have a little bit better coverage for our child promotion in America. That's 2.3 million. You know what? Let's. We could do one of these other ones too, I think. Let's do British Isles. There you go. Now we're down to like 500 grand. We're less than $500,000. Hope I didn't screw myself. I think all the money's been put in there for everything else. I think we're okay. We should be okay. Cool. Maybe could have left myself couple extra million, but that's all right. We're trying to get bigger, even bigger than where we're at. I think we just get to another month. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to spend that money before it started getting taken, because they were going to take like half that shit in taxes, and I'm just like, yeah, let's get that. Let's utilize that. Get some use out of it before they take it all. I can start clearing out my booking sheet while I'm waiting, which is good. Here we go. Move some stuff over. All right. Ooh, Wrestler of the Year so far. Oh, yeah. Caristico, Wrestler of the Year so far. Company of the Year so far is New Japan. Team of the Year is Jay Lethal and Mascara Dorada. Match of the Year, Shibata Hiromu. Just a couple nights ago. All right. Show of the Year, Grand Prix Final. Look at that shit. All right. Young Wrestler of the Year is Juan Marino. Oh, a character generated guy. I was like, that doesn't look like a young wrestler. Veteran Wrestler of the Year, Tanahashi. Female Wrestler of the Year, Dash Chisako. There you go. What is her? Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Her fucking popularity is just crazy. I can imagine she's probably one of the most popular wrestlers, period, in America. And Independent Wrestler of the Year, Johnny Moss. I do want to see who's the most popular wrestler in America. It is Kushida, followed by Dash Chisako, and then Brother Ray. That is amazing. Kushida and Dash sharing the our World Heavyweight Champion and our World Women's Champion as the two most popular people in America. Crazy. All right. Well, it is a brand new month, and it says I lost $3 million, but I spent like $10 million on media, so I am more than happy with that, honestly. Because then that means a bunch of money that is going into helping out our broadcaster here, because we're up to very small there. We got some more coverage in Britain, so I'm not opposed with how that's doing that. I'm not opposed with how we're doing there. So we're doing well. So thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. You guys here on stream. It's been a long one. It's been 4.5 hours. I need to go to bed because I have to wake up in roughly 3 hours for work. I got to be at work in 4 hours. It's insane. I'm glad I took a nap earlier so that I could do this and hang out with you guys and get this done. Because I've been dying to get the Grand Prix done because I've had just so much stuff I want to start working on after this. It's going to be crazy because I'm changing how my schedule works with TEW, because I'm sort of eliminating monthly pay-per-views. That's going to be one of the big things that I'm going to be doing here. Is I have slightly different plans coming up where I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of eliminating monthly pay-per-views. I can get more into it probably on the next one once I have a sort of a big idea of what I want to do exactly with that. But I'm excited. I'm doing kind of the changeover. I'll be starting on Fox, so I'm happy about that. I'll stop moving stuff over here on my computer. There we go. So thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch as well. Oh, man. I do want to... let me look real quick. I just want to look at this. 100 for the Grand Prix. That makes sense. Up to 63 for the High Spirits title. 90 for the tag. Television went down to 95. That's fine. Whatever. Women's tag in an 80 as opposed to 85. All right. Well, kind of went down a little bit. That's fine. Kushida at a 100. World title at a 100. World Women's is that a 95. All right. So, yeah, we did good. So, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.